My 36F husband, 36M, has been messaging another woman and I don't know if I should be concerned. Hey everyone, looking for a bit of advice cause I'm feeling a little confused. My husband works in a job where he meets a lot of people and has regulars that he sees fairly often. He tells me about them all and had in the last few months been talking about a woman he had met. We'll call her Claire. Apparently him and Claire have quite a lot in common and our daughter is the same age as hers, so they have discussed getting together to have the girls meet. There has been a few times when they've been due to meet but it has been cancelled. The way my husband has told it to me is that she's initiated most of the contact and suggested they meet. One of the times I was told she was attending a funeral and would be in touch after to meet. She didn't get back in touch. Anyway, fast forward to today and I was messaging our plumber on my husband's phone. He'd asked me to do this. I noticed a message from Claire from yesterday, so I had a look. I know this isn't great and honestly the whole thing hadn't bothered me until I saw this. Not only is it my husband who has initiated most of the contact, he is the one who has suggested to meet. And on the day of the funeral she clearly stated she was attending a funeral in response to him asking if she wanted to meet. There was no, "Oh, I'll get in touch after." The message from yesterday was him telling her he was working that day and she should pop in to see him. I have no idea what to think, and don't want to raise it if it's nothing. But I'm concerned about his telling of events being different to what's happened. TLDR husband has been messaging another woman fairly innocently but the messages do not match up with his telling of events. Your husband has a crush and it doesn't sound like Claire is reciprocating it. You need to tell him what you've seen and ask for answers. It's not appropriate for him to meet up with her without you, as he's crossed a line. Sounds like he has a crush or is trying to start something and she doesn't seem interested. I'd definitely bring it up. Why he lied about her asking him to meet and why he thinks it's okay to ask her to hang out constantly. I'm sure if the roles were reversed he would have a problem. Just say, "I was texting the plumber of your phone and I came across the messages with Claire. I want to know why you lied to me about her asking you constantly to meet, when it's always you that initiates it, and why you think it's okay as a married man to constantly ask another woman you barely know to hang out. If I was to do this I'm sure you would have a problem. I don't find this appropriate, and I see it as attempting to cheat. Your husband is creepy. Who tries to meet someone on the day they have a funeral? He clearly has issues. I see a red flag, location flag flutter and TBH, so do you. Time to have an open conversation about just how he's linked with Claire. Gauging his reaction and response will be telling, as if he gets defensive. Then hello. You know him better than anyone so you'll know if he's lying. I so wish that I'm totally full score wrong and there's a simple explanation for this. Please stay calm and measured. Try have a peaceful weekend and let us know how you get along. Any feedback or criticism from you the op would be welcomed. Stay strong, biceps. When he has made plans with her, does he tell you about it beforehand? Does he try to include you at all? The cheating behavior is there. The fact that it's not been reciprocated is lucky but not really relevant other than STD risk reasons. He's given himself permission to cheat, and like a toddler trying to take his first steps is cautiously figuring out the best way to make it happen. If it goes down with this woman or some other, he will stand there oblivious saying one thing led to another and I don't know what happened. What you're describing is the one thing leading to another, and you are probably going to need a professional to make him see that and restore the respect in your marriage from both sides. I've been in Claire's shoes and it's super uncomfortable, not to mention disrespectful to you. I did have to snap to it one day and realize it was more than a married guy just being friendly and that it was inappropriate, which caused me to back away from the situation. No contact outside of work stuff. Yes, you should be concerned. You put an end to him talking to her now because it crossed your boundaries. Look, if it makes you uncomfortable enough that you read the messages and post it on Reddit, then it's an inappropriate conversation for him to be having. If so is uncomfortable, then that's it. End of discussion. His loyalty is to you. And if it makes you uncomfortable, there shouldn't be any more discussions about it. You need to tell him it makes you uncomfortable. Tell him he clearly lied about who contacted who, likely to save your feelings. And you need to tell him that any further communication outside of business is inappropriate. He either respects you and your relationship or he doesn't. If he doesn't, then there are consequences. In healthy relationships, no one cares if their son looks at their phone messages. If he gets upset about that, then he is focused on the wrong thing. He's doing things he wouldn't feel comfortable sharing with you, and at best that's dishonest and breaking the lines of trust. Some may consider it cheating. If he has to lie about any part of it, then he has something to hide. I'm sorry, but that is never good. It is still a betrayal. I would confront him about what you saw in his phone. In my opinion, you do not owe him an explanation of why you read it. That's neither here nor there. His lies and betrayal takes precedency, so don't let him turn it on you for innocently reading his texts. I've been there, done that. It takes the focus off his lies and betrayals. I wish you the best and hope things will work out for you. I mean, maybe it's legit, but this is exactly how it starts. While the conditions for tornadoes are almost always present, there is not always a tornado. Monitor the situation. It's not nothing. It's a red flag. You need to confront him and don't take any bullshit excuses. Don't accept the "just want to hang out with a friend" excuse. He's pursuing her and she's clearly is not interested. Don't allow him to gaslight you. Tell him that if he keeps this, you're divorcing him. Claire is a client who probably supplied her contact info for some legitimate reason, like order updates, and has since been steered into more personal conversations by your husband in an almost grooming fashion. She makes polite small talk and is becoming increasingly uncomfortable by the unwanted attention. At some point, either she will stop doing business with your husband and block him, best case, or tell his boss about the whole thing, likely leading to his termination. The way my husband has told it to me is that she's initiated most of the contact and suggested they meet. Before I got to the part he is the one pushing for a meeting, I 1000% knew it was a lie. People are really predictable. Here for the update. Is it possible that there are phone convos or IRL convos that are not recorded on TXT that support his perspective? If he is planning whole family meetups, that is okay, but if he just wants to meet with her, that is odd. Also, next time he suggests meeting up, maybe ask about if she ever initiates or reschedules plans. You may have to point out that this is one-sided. In my experience, your gut instinct is right in these situations. It doesn't sound like any cheating has happened, but he shouldn't be seeking out this woman. Would he be okay if this was reversed? Doubtful. I guess your husband has never heard of the 3 rules for a man. 1. Never be alone with another woman. 2. Never be alone with another woman. 3. Never be alone with another woman. Yes, you should be concerned. The fact that he's lying about it is the biggest red flag. He's trying to be even closer with his coworker. Send copies of his texts to yourself so that he can't gaslight you if he deletes them and you bring it up to him. Go to emotionalaffair.org. Signs of an emotional affair. This needs to be stopped or it will likely turn physical. Good luck. Red heart.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.